just woke up. It is currently 1 o'clock. So starting the day off strong, starting the day off early for usual on a Saturday. Um, I go back home next week, so that's big stuff in terms of content. I think you guys will be able to see my friends a lot more. There's a new gym out there that I really want to try. And in case you haven't noticed, what's that little thing? Anyone see something? Anyone see something? Anyone notice anything? Yeah, I got my nose pierced. I didn't do it on a whim. I've been wanting to get it pierced for a while. I also wanted to get my eyebrow pierced for a little while. But I was finally able to do it, and thanks to one of my friends that took me out there. Shout out him if he watches these, he knows who he is. So yeah, and that was really cool. I don't really, the way that I think about piercings is I think it's a lot about just like self-expression and like I want my physical vessel. You tell I watch anime? No, I want my physical vessel to reflect that of what is like internally. And I feel like a piercing, I don't know what it I don't know what it like directly reflects, but I feel like it's just very me. And when I got it, I gotta be honest, I didn't really notice a change in my face. Like I feel like I've always had it. And then I got my doubles done and stuff, so I'm just, I'm slowly evolving into my final form. I need way more tattoos though. I need way more clothes. Just need to look like way cooler. I need to be like just prime consumer, you know what I'm saying? No. Only consume when you need to, and really like be like, honestly, especially with social media nowadays, really be thoughtful of what you consume. Like, especially, I mean, you're consuming content right now. You're consuming content that I'm putting out right now. So be mindful. If you don't actually gain anything from these videos, low-key don't watch them. Like, you know what I mean? I find myself a lot like with TikTok. Like if I go past like 10 scrolls and I'm like, wow, I did not gain anything out of this, and I'm actually not enjoying the time that I'm spending on this. It's like, why should I still be on it, like what is the purpose of me being on it? And that's something I wanted to talk about. Recently, I've kind of let go of the idea of finding purpose. Not saying my life is purposeless, but I think like this winter, I don't know about you guys, but for me, winter is always like a very transformative season for me, because I don't know about you, but I get really depressed, like really freaking depressed when the sun isn't out. You know what I mean? And maybe, genetically, just because like I think I'm meant to be in a more arid climate, let's just say. Like I'm always happier when I go to sunny places, and I think that's just more basic of all humans, unless you're like weird. I'm kidding. But I get really sad during winter season, so it's a very tough point for me mentally, and from that a lot of suffering incurs, and I find that whenever I suffer, it's really a gift and I come out of every period of suffering, and it's kind of nice almost to know that every year I'm gonna have a period of suffering, but it's for a purpose. I transform, I grow at the end of it. I'm never the same person. The person that goes into every winter, I'm never the same person coming out, and that's just because, maybe call it like it's a consistent suffering, but I'm at a different point in my life every time I go through that suffering, so that really changes it and what I go through. So this winter was really a lot about purpose, and I think it's because I'm in college. I don't really know what I want to do. I'm in a major that people said was good for me, if I have to be honest. Like I didn't fully really like this major. And I suppose because of that, I've been struggling a lot with the idea of what am I doing? What is my purpose? And I think from the months of like October, maybe September, to honestly like a week ago, I have been really struggling with this internal debate of what am I doing? Like I need to strive for purpose. I need to strive to something. And I would try things, but I would never feel like that instant thing. And that was really where my problem lied, was the expectation that that finding a purpose was something you could grab. It was something attainable. It wasn't something you build towards. And that as soon as I had my purpose, I would be happy. And I have a really bad problem with doing this, but like setting a goal, saying I'll be happy when I get there, and then not being happy. And in my last video, I really talked about that. Is now I think of it so much differently. Now that my happiness does not have a requirement, my purpose, I've kind of stopped hyperfixating over. And I guess in that, I wonder if me actively striving and trying so desperately to attain purpose, to attain something that would mean purpose in my life, was I actually going away from it, you know? Like, in the pursuit of it, was I actually going farther away from it? Was I not letting the natural course of things? Because I believe a lot in the cosmos and the universe, and that the universe works for you in many different ways. And if you believe, like, maybe that's God to you, maybe that's, you know, some other, like, you know, religious figure or deity or whatever to you, then that would be the same for me. But I believe that the universe does work in ways for you. And I wonder that in my purpose, or I wonder that in my pursuit of trying to attain purpose, was I actually just leading myself farther away because I was so desperate and I wasn't letting just the natural way of things run its course, and eventually me just stumbling upon purpose? Because you ever read or you ever watch like people like that are like actors and, you know, book writers and whatever? It always just seems like they always just stumbled across it on accident, that they found something. Like Chris Pratt, he was a diner and like some like movie director thought he was cute, or like God, I can't even think, like there's probably like book writers that like didn't even write like reading books like when they were younger. And I'm sitting here, I'm like 19 and I'm worrying about my purpose. But anyways, I just thought a lot about my purpose, and I've realized that maybe I shouldn't be looking for it so hard, and I should just run the natural course of things, and I should just be happy. So in spite of that, or because of that, recently, yesterday, I started playing basketball with a group of friends down here, and I've actually never played basketball. Yep. In my 19 years, I have never touched a basketball. So all this gym shit, all this gym shit, yeah, it's all cope. It's all cope to the fact that I was too scared to pick up a basketball because I am trash. But I played with my friends, and I just had a revelation there where I was like, wow, this is really what it's all about. You know, it's community, being with people you love, and looking sick. Yeah, I just came to that realization that I was like, I've just been overcomplicating everything. I've not been letting nature run its course. And sometimes I find that maybe in the pursuit of my purpose, I was looking for something mystical, something beyond this world, something like huge. And maybe it's not all that. Maybe purpose is small. Maybe it's just like a little piece of the puzzle, like of your being, you know? I had a talk with my parents before college, or not before college, but on winter break, and I had the same kind of thing where I was like, I don't know what my purpose is. And then I said something that just caught me completely by surprise, and I realized that the thing that makes me truly happy is seeing the people around me not suffer, you know? And I'm not saying like suffer like, oh, they're actually like about to die. No, I'm saying like there's suffering in this world, from, you know, economic stress to school stress to all that, like all this other stuff, and just to not have the people I love not worry about that truly brings me more happiness in the world. I mean, I know with my sponsors and everything, I have given back to the people that I love so much, because this is one of the only things that I can say I truly have put in all the work for, you know. And the thing is, I just want to give back more. Like that's all I wanted. That's the thing that makes me truly happy. And I guess I kind of undermined that I didn't know that was purpose. I didn't know that's what purpose could be. I thought purpose was a job, or like, you know, and that's the real system working at play, making you think that your purpose needs to be productive, that your purpose needs to be something that makes shareholders make more money, you know? And so I broke out of that. And now I'm free from the system, and I've just reached like a state of nirvana. No, but don't stress over your purpose. I think that's my main like message here is in the great 19 years that I've been on this planet and the wisdom that I've acquired is just have goals, like want things, strive to attain them, but don't obsess over them. Because I feel as though if you obsess over them in an unhealthy way to the point that you put the pinnacle of your happiness on them, they will run from you. Your goals, whatever you want to attain, will just go way farther than you, and you will actually end up somewhere you didn't want to be. Because that's where I was. I was really depressed this winter. Maybe it's just from me being away from home, but you know. But I'm all better now because now my happiness isn't dictated on requirements. I don't feel the need or I don't feel the pull to have a constant purpose in my life. And I'm just gonna lift and get big as fuck. So, I'm gonna go eat, probably do like a cool montage or something. I wanna get real cinematic with this video. Hopefully that happens. It's gonna be an upper day because last day was a... Ooh, wait, was last day a lower day? No, last day was an upper day. Oh, shit. Whatever. Get real cinematic with this. And then I'll see y'all there. Probably gonna go eat right now. Hopefully that turned out as cinematic as I hope it would in my mind when I was recording that. It is a new day, in case you can't tell, because it's dark, and yeah, wow. From that lift to today, which today is Thursday, the week before spring break,
just bombed a stats test. I am feeling very, very cortisol heavy right now, but you know, I just need to make it to spring break. I'll rest up. I promised myself that when you are going to rest, you rest, and when you need to work, you work. I haven't really been doing that, but I'm going to promise myself to enjoy the spring break, so that way I'm really rested and rejuvenated to just get through this end of the first semester. I don't know what it is with my course load or something, but maybe I'm just coping, honestly, because I just didn't prepare at all. Like, I just did a really bad job. Just wow, whatever. I will hopefully get this video out by Friday, maybe Saturday, but I am going to be going on bus back home, so that'll be a really cool vlog, I think. I really hope so, at least. And from there, you'll basically see me back in my hometown, and that'll be really fun because it's been a while. Last time I went there was winter break, which was over like 3 months ago. So hopefully I'm gonna hit a crazy squat PR and all that. Oh, and we just passed 300 subscribers, so thank y'all for that. But what to say, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other style YouTube videos you want. I feel like I'm just continuously doing like workout, words of wisdom, and then just like, you know, whatever. But I do want to continue vlogging my life, but I also want to do something that maybe you guys want to see. I don't know what other parts of my life there are, but I don't really live that interesting of a life, because working out is a very it's a very like basic thing. It's a very mundane thing. I mean, you go and you do the same thing. So yeah, but like, my life's not that too interesting, but if you guys do want to know anything or see anything, just let me know. But yeah, next video will be a crazy cross-country vlog. So peace.